Sorry, James getting on so fast and like going into it threw me off. So I don't want you guys working day in and day out to bring all these people in every single month. So if our retention is like up here, obviously there's going to be attrition. That is going to happen no matter who you are, what you do. But if we can like only like spin our wheels at 50% and bring in, 50% of those people and retain 90% of them, your business is going to grow a whole lot faster. It's going to be more fun, all of the things, because it can be a little defeating when people fall off. I fully get that. It is not you failing anyone. Don't ever think that. They're quitting on themselves. But we want to make sure they are set up in the best way. So part of that is like the very beginning when they first get started, what is the conversation we're having with them? Like, Reset's freaking amazing. I love that little orange box sitting right there. I've been selling them like crazy. People are having insane results, but we can't just sell the Reset. Okay. So that's the first part is like, we're not just selling the Reset. We are selling an experience, a solution. The Reset kickstarts all of that. So that's part of like, how are we advertising? Are we just advertising 3 days in here? Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. No, we have to work on that. So the advertising part, the conversation part of like, oh, I just want the Reset. No, the Reset comes with a month of products. So you need to make sure they're at least on a month of products. I never, ever just sell the Reset unless it's someone that's already on products or they have a stash of products or whatever. Every single person that gets the Reset, I tell them they need our products to continue results. Because if they stop, they do a Reset and then they go back to their normal way of life, what is going to happen? They're going to end up exactly where they started pre-Reset, because that's only why would it be different after 3 days? So also in kind of like that process of here's our products, signing them up kind of thing, talk to them about part of the like, you're going to have a subscription. Part of that you're going to have a subscription is because you need to give this time. The Reset's going to be amazing. You're going to have amazing results right out of the bag, but you need to keep those results coming. And if you stop after just a month, same thing. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to resort back to where you were. It takes 90 days for your cells to regenerate, and we want that 90 days. I was on a call, one of the corporate training calls the other day, I think it's yesterday, and the stat, I wish I need to write it. I didn't write it down because I was driving, listening to the call. But the stat of people that stick around for 3 months, I think there was, I remember what it was. They were 5 times more likely to be around in a year if they stay on the products for 3 months. That's a really good stat. That is a stat that's definitely going in your direction. And that's where we talk about retention, right? Those people are staying around. I don't want to bring in 15 people this month and only have 5 of them order again next month. That is terrible numbers. And I don't have the time to work that hard, because the amount of time that I put into getting those 15 people to sign up, that was a lot of time. And making that small amount of money, like I worked that hard to keep them for a year. Okay. So part of that is kind of, what does our conversation look like when they sign up? When we talk about the subscription, we should not only talk about the fact that it's on for a reason to help them, but they really need to be committed. And that's a question you can ask them, is like, what is your commitment level? How much do you want to change? If you think this is a quick fix, it's not going to be. And I want to make sure that you're actually committed to this goal. And I would highlight their goal. Their goal is to lose 30 pounds. Their goal is to have more energy, live longer for their kids, whatever their goal that they told you, because you should have started off of what's your goal? What are you looking for? That's always the first question I ask when they're like, tell me more about the Reset. I'm like, what's your goal? What are you trying to improve with your health? Okay. So ask them how committed they are to it and say, if you're this committed to it, then you're willing to put in at least these 3 months. And if they're like, oh my gosh, I can't afford it, say, I'm going to help make sure that that's not an issue as we go. And that's essentially where we have them start sharing, because that's the other side of, if you get someone silver, they're like 90% likely to be around in a year as well. If you guys didn't know that, that's a huge part of going silver as well. Okay. They stay on the products. So that would be another piece of the retention, is getting their friends on board with them. and supporting them in that way. And then obviously the piece that James was talking about, getting them on Pivotal. That's another, we can't just sell a product. We're selling the experience. So Pivotal is part of that experience, supporting them on their water intake, supporting them on their diet, their movement, their sleep, all of these habits. Because if they are just going to stay in the straight and narrow path that they have been on for 40 years or however old they are not going to have long-term success. Okay. And that's what we want for them. I would love, do you guys have any thoughts on ways that we can help with retention? Oh, also following up is super important. You guys know I got my drip system and I'm going to help support you on that, but you need to be following up at least once a week for the first like 2 months is really like important. Does anyone have thoughts on other ways to help with retention or things that you're doing that you feel like are important or have questions on helping with retention or anything? Open it up for the board. Cool. All right. Moving on. Okay, so with part of that kind of in mind, we had a little powwow Sunday night. Valerie and Mandy and I were actually got on the call that was supposed to happen. And we did a little powwow and kind of planned out some challenge stuff. So August 28th, we are going to be doing a little challenge. This is going to be open for everyone. Okay, there's 2 parts to it. So August 28th, we're going to do a reset as a group. Okay, so it's 3 days of the reset, obviously. And then those first 3 days, and then we're going to do another 3 days after. We're going to do the Kick the Sugar challenge. Again, if you guys weren't around for the Kick the Sugar challenge, I think I did it in June. I think it was June. Essentially, I'll be posting a whole bunch of information on sugar and how to reduce it from your diet and not crave it and all that kind of stuff. So the reset is going to be part of this. It's 6 days only because the second is the Friday of Labor Day weekend. And I figured nobody is going to follow along for day 7 of Labor Day weekend. So I just kind of figured we were just going to peace out on that day. So we'll have 6 days of Kick the Sugar challenge. That challenge, that piece of it, you don't have to buy anything for. Okay. So if you have someone that you kind of want to expose to Plexus a little bit more, and for some reason we cannot get them to order, you can plug them into that. Okay. I don't want you using this as an excuse to not talk about Plexus though. So you can invite people to do the challenge and then bring up the reset if that's an easier way for you to have a conversation. But you're not just inviting them to Kick the Sugar challenge and just ignoring the fact that we're doing a reset during it, or ignoring like, hey, you have a sugar addiction, you should try my pink drink. Like you need to have those conversations. Okay. I'm pushing you off the ledge a little bit for that. Okay. So there's no buy-in. They can get plugged into the group and do the Kick the Sugar, cost-free, risk-free, whatever that looks like. However, the whole idea is really to sell the crap out of the reset boxes. And we're going to do it as a big group for those 3 days, 28, 29, 30. Okay. It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm trying to make the most out of a funky schedule, a funky calendar. And so part of that, so we essentially have like a week to sell reset boxes to make sure they have it to start on Sunday. I would say we have just under a week to sell them. But if you have someone that like just ordered and they're going to have it in a few days, you can talk to them about waiting and doing it. If they wait, they still need to start the products. Okay. If your person ordered a reset and they're not starting it the day after they get their products, you need to coach them on taking their other products. Everyone has this thing in their head that they have to reset first. And I know that's kind of how we're selling it, but they're shooting themselves in the foot. I will fully admit, I got one girl that I am about to pull her teeth out to force her to start the products because she's got every excuse in the world and she's had them for almost a month. There's going to be those people, but Hopefully they're few and far in between. She's the only person I have so far. So they get their stuff. Hey, when are you planning to reset? That's like my first question. When are you gonna, I'm not so sure. Okay, well, let's start these products. And when you figure that out, we'll start the reset. And if they like keep dragging their feet on the reset, I'll finally be like, we're starting it on Sunday. We're doing this on Monday. Like, you're doing this. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Okay. So the Kick the Sugar challenge plus the reset. Any questions on that? It is going to be in the health and happiness community group, by the way. I will be posting everything. Kind of an expectation of whenever I do these is if you add your people, you need to be interacting in it. Every single day, you should get into that group, comment on the post, tag your people, shoot them a message, especially those 3 days they're resetting. You should shoot them a message every day and check in on them. I will tell you, I did just start a reset. I have just created a reset drip. I just started using it on Sunday, I think. So I have 2-3 people maybe plugged into it. So a lot of the times your people might reset without me knowing it. So if you know you've got someone that's going to be resetting, let me know the day before they start their reset, because that's when my drip starts, the day before. So it's a prep day, day 1, 2, 3, and day 4. They get messages from me to support them. There's everything they could ever want. I message them basically. There's even a post every day in my drip. It's great. And I like just the couple of people I've already plugged into it. I love the messages I'm getting back from them. They're super excited. Yes, Tiana. Yes, I'm assuming that's you, by the way. It just says iPhone. I am going to be, so I actually sent out some invites to the Kick the Sugar challenge today. I sent some voice messages and I also sent some like written out messages, because I can't in my drip do that. You're totally fine, honey. So I am going to be sending some message ideas as well to help you guys invite people to that. But I would start working on your list, making that list. So ideally, hopefully that's going to help with some retention stuff too, getting people some better results, that kind of stuff. That's kind of why part of the reason I'm putting this challenge together. But also it should help with some sign-ins. Like you've got people on the, like you're chatting with now, or maybe you haven't started chatting with them. This is a great way to open the door. I love having an excuse to message someone and you can say, hey, I'm going to do this reset, or I'm going to do this challenge. If you're not resetting that week, you can still do the Kick the Sugar challenge. Okay. And talk to them about that and talk to them about how much, like when you did the reset, it helped reduce your sugar cravings, that kind of stuff. And then you should do the reset too. It's going to be amazing. Okay. And then just to let you guys know, we're going to do another challenge starting on September 12th. It's going to be a week. So we're only going to have a couple of weeks off of challenges. But it's like, we're just doing a 6-day one followed by a 1-week one. That's going to be September 12th. So ideally we can kind of close out the month and then start the September, like trying to get some more people signed up. Part of the reason it doesn't start the 12th is because of Labor Day. Okay. And that first week of back to school, I know that's crazy. Like Joy's literally teaching, like people are sending their kids to school. It's a crazy week. And I didn't want to try and do a challenge then. So we're doing it the week after. And we're going to do a 1 week of like an anti-inflammatory. It's something that we did for 2 months in like April, May, where we're focusing on all the things. This will be a really good time to plug Pivotal too, because we do movement, we do rest, we do diet stuff, we do sleep, we do products, we do water intake. So we're going to touch base on all of that kind of stuff. Teaching in Hood to Coast, yeah. Straight out of the gate. Okay, so that is another thing just to keep that in the back of your mind. I don't want you really thinking about that challenge, but that's going to be another help for getting people in and getting results and that kind of stuff. I'm kind of thinking of going back to the once a month challenge. Ideally, the anti-inflammatory thing, we're also doing a reset at the beginning of as well. If we do like a once a month big challenge, I can handle it. I will fully admit, I know I have not been hosting the weekly resets in the group. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was so much work to delete all the posts, like I put so many hours into that, you guys, and hardly anyone was in there or commenting. And I was like, I can't put this much time into this. Like, it's just too much. I needed some of my life back. So this is that's part of the reason I have the drip, which also, if you guys sign up for Project Broadcast, so Project Broadcast is the automated text messaging system that I have. It would be $15 a month. You get 500 messages, and that's 500 outgoing messages. Incoming is free. So when you have those people that send you like 50 messages, like one word things instead of sending you a paragraph, you guys know we've all got those friends, right? You don't have to pay for all 50 of their messages when you're like, oh my gosh, can you just say a complete thought? Yeah, you don't have to pay for that. So I can help you. I can actually, my campaign is what they call them, my drip that I have set up for my 3-month of follow-up and my reset. I can actually send to you. I just found out a way of how I can send you what I use, and you can set it up. If at this point in time, Joy is really kind of the only one on here where I'm like, this is good for you. As you guys grow, we can kind of have that conversation. It's more of like a golden above thing. When you have that many people on your team, that this is going to benefit you. But I kind of want to put that in the back of your mind, because I want you at some point to take control of your team. And this is a way for you to be like, take ownership of your team and step up into that level of leadership of like, I am going to be following up with my people. I am supporting them through the reset. I am their go-to person. Okay. You should still be their go-to. I'm kind of their backup. That's what I want to be. But I am still, you guys know I'm here to support you on it. Okay. Real quick. So who is signed up for the Train Me text messages? Either comment or raise your hand, because I can only see 2 of you right now. Just say yes or no. Well, Mandy and Kayla, clearly you have not signed up because you have not raised your hand. No. Okay. I want everyone to tell me if they've signed up for it. Okay. So what I want you to do is,
What is it?
That's what I'm going to tell you right now. So everyone take out your phone. If you're not talking to me on it, if you are talking to me on your phone, pull out a pen and paper and write this down. You're going to text Train Me. I believe it's all one word. Train Me to Plexus. Okay. You're going to type out Plexus. What is that? 7, 5, 3, 9, 8, 7. Is that right? This is me going back in the day of when you actually had to do you guys remember when you actually had to type out things back in the flip phone days? Okay, so Train Me. What that is it's Plexus's automated messaging service. Okay. And they will text you before all of their corporate trainings. There's 3 a week, I believe. Something like we have the huddles, the community huddles on Monday. They have a couple different training calls. I think there might be more. A couple different days a week. I just get the Train Me text and I'm like, oh, okay, I can jump on one. They send you a text 15 minutes before they happen. And so I was on one this week and it was great. They actually covered pivotal and retention a little bit. It was yesterday. And I was listening to it while I was driving to the grocery store. I'm going to go back and listen to the recording because I went into the grocery store and I didn't have my AirPods to finish listening to it. So this is something I'm not telling you guys to text and drive. They're talking to you, so you can listen to it while you're driving. This is like a podcast kind of thing. You can listen to it while you're driving. You can listen to it while you're cleaning, cooking, all of these things. The training is phenomenal. They're always done by Jules. They're always great talking points. And sometimes the reason I tuned in actually to yesterday's was they're pivotal to help with retention. And I was like, that's literally exactly what I'm talking about right now. So that's why it totally pulled me in. And I was like, I want to listen to this call. And it was awesome. So I definitely recommend getting on those calls as much as you can. There is also, if you go to your back office, hold on, I can show you guys real quick here too. Oops, dashboard. Oh, hold on, I did something weird. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen with you guys real quick. And so this is my dashboard, right? Right here, Plex, this is so dashboard, my dashboard, like you get into your virtual office, the first thing you see right here, Plex's ambassador training support calendar. Click on view training calendar. And this is August. It has, look, there's a community huddle, leaders in action, why Plexus, why now call. That's what Mandy, that's the call that we were on. So they have these so twice a week at 2 different times. So there's technically 4 a week. Okay. Well, or that was that week. I think they also have the evening. The welcome to Plexus call, that'd be a great one to invite all your new people to. Oh, here's another. Oh, there's more. So there's why Plexus calls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Here's a silver success training right here. Motivation Monday. So you can see international expansion training if you want to go international. So this has all of our training calls on it. So you can actually just click on them and you can register for them as well. And they'll also, I get emails for them all the time because I'm like chronically registered for them. So I get an email of like, hey, there's this call, or I get the, hey, we missed you on this call. Here's the recording. So you guys don't have to pay for training. Like this is incredible stuff that Plexus gives you and will help you grow your business. It's super motivating and exciting. So that's the calendar. You guys should all be signed up for the text messages now so you can get on the trainings. Joy, good job.
So Michelle,
Um,
how do you sign up for it through the text?
So you text Plexus, like you go into your text messages and you type in Plexus, whatever, if somebody wants to,
right?
You type in the Plexus as the number.
Right.
And then your text is train me.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 753-987. Joy's got you. I don't remember if I said that number right, but I was really going back to like high school on that one. Okay. We got a little bit of time. You guys, my list. I was like, I'm bringing it to you hot tonight. I hope you were ready for this. Okay. So another thing with the business, this is something that I have been so hard on for my business in the last year. And this is what's helped grow it to what it is. And I'm so excited about what it is. And this is like when I sit to work, I'm constantly thinking about this, and I want you to be doing the same thing. Okay. I have a vision for my team. I have a vision for my business. I have a vision for what this is going to look like. I talk about you guys as my family. Like you guys are part of my family. And that's part of my vision for what I am creating and what is going to get me where I want to go. So when I stopped chasing points and numbers and people and all of that and started chasing my vision is when my business took off. And when I started creating this. And so I want you guys all of you to sit in some quiet. Some of the best work comes in quiet. I don't know if you guys ever just like go outside or just go sit in your room and just have some quiet and just think. Or like that's part of like when I run, that's some of my best thinking time. And just think about like, what do you want when it comes to your Plexus business? What do you want to create? Who do you want to bring into your business? What kind of like, I can't think of the word. It's too late. I'm too tired. But I want you to have a vision for what you're creating. You guys are part of my vision. That's why you're here. Okay. And I'm so thankful for you guys to be here. And I want you creating that for yourself. So when you are starting those conversations with people, when you're opening up that door that we were talking about with Mandy, like put that foot in the door, kind of like push it open, knock on it, see if anybody's home. Make sure those people are people that you want. in your business, in your organization, in that they are part of that vision you're creating. I'm at that point of my business 6.5 years later, where the people that I talk to are not people that I knew 6.5 years ago. And so when I find people on Facebook, when I talk to people, when I'm like, hey, you should try out this reset, it's because I see something in them. I relate to them in a positive way. They're part of my vision. Okay. So I want you to think of what your vision, and it could be a short-term vision for now. Like, what is your vision? What are your goals in the next month, in the next 3 months? You can start there. I'm like big picture. I know exactly where I want to be in a year. And I know where I want to be, what my team is going to look like. Like, it's big goals. And that is why I pound the pavement so hard, and I work so hard for what I do and who I pour into, who I spend my time with. I did the math of my paycheck. I recommend you guys thinking about where you're spending your money too. So I did the math of how much I make if I work like a full-time job, of what I just got paid last month. And I was like, oh crap, that's a really good hourly wage. And so those hours I spend working, I want to be freaking solid, because that's a lot of money per hour. Not a whole lot of people are going to pay that kind of money an hour for someone. And if I'm going to make that much money an hour, I'm going to put that kind of work into it. I'm going to put quality. I'm not going to put minimum wage work in. I'm worth more than that. So that's also if you want bigger picture, if you want to make $100 an hour, you need to work like you're making $100 an hour. And you need to find people that also have that same idea and mindset. So a couple things too. So I sent it in the group, the team message thread. Brooke Hemingway, I always call her my business mentor, my business coach, or whatever. Her name is Brooke. So she just launched her brand new coaching program. So I'm going to plug for her all stinking day long, because she is one of the biggest reasons that I'm here and doing what I'm doing and all of that kind of stuff, because her coaching is next level, and who she is next level. So her coaching program is $39 a month, and it's beautiful. I got on the very first call today. I was only on half of it, and I was like, this is good. This is real good. She is going to hit home on all of the things to take you to that next level. All kinds of different things. This month, I don't even remember. Actually, let me pull it up. I think I still have my dashboard up here. She has a topic of the month. Library schedule, maybe. I'm still learning how to use this whole thing. Nope. She has a whole new cool resilience. This month's topic is resilience. But I will tell you, I honestly was a little bit I'm not sure if I'm going to sign up for it, but it's free right now. By the way, right now it's free for the first month. So you should sign up because it's free. But I got on that call today, and in 20 minutes she had me sold. I was like, yep, this is what I need. And I also had that excuse of I don't really have the time to add one more thing in, but that one more thing could take me to the next level. And what she provides absolutely would do that. And so I'm in, I'm sold. And so I recommend you guys getting on it. It's free for the first month. I think the code's free 30-day. I sent it in the group message too. If you guys need the link or the free code, let me know and I can send it to you. If you have goals, if you want to take this somewhere, you should sign up for it. You should absolutely sign up for it. She will also, Joy, Meredith, Elise, and Sandy. I had to think through this. And I all went to Arizona. She had a retreat I don't know if I'd call it a retreat. She had not a convention, a thing. I don't know what to call it right now, you guys. Brooke is amazing. Joy will tell you Brooke is amazing. It was in Arizona. It was this 3-day conference retreat kind of thing. Seminar. That's a good word. I like that. Seminar. And had tons of speakers brought in. It was incredible. It was powerful. Joy will tell you how much it moved her and helped her with her business. So that's also, she's going to be doing another one in January as well. It's still, she hasn't announced it yet. I just know that it's in January. I don't know the exact dates, but that's another thing that you guys should plug into. And I think that there's a discount if you are part of the community or something along those lines. You'll get firsthand access to it. I do know that.
Do you know
yeah,
if she does recordings, like if you can't get on at that time? Okay.
Yep. And that's here, I'll show you. I'll actually show you guys real quick. So this is the commute. This is it right here. So she has a full website with like, there's the dashboard, but there's content library. I'm still learning, you guys. I literally just got on this today because it just opened, but there's like coaching topics, your course library, extra bonuses, like it's all here. Here's videos here for you to watch. So these are all the calls that are in August right here, and you can just click on them. And when the it says in progress, when the recording is up, like they'll be in here because the call was at 11, 11 o'clock today. But there's tons of stuff in here. There's a bunch of different courses. So this is like go at your own pace stuff, but there's also calls every week. So here, I'll show you the schedule. So like this is August. So we had a first call today. There's a call on Thursday. There's a premiere that you can pay. I think it's $59 a month for like you get more out of it. I don't remember all of the things, but there's more. So there's a premier coaching call on Friday. There's a guest speaker she's bringing on. There's another coaching call on the 25th. And then that's a premier call on the 29th, it looks like. But she has a couple calls every week. They are recorded. They are on Zoom. She is very interactive as well. So sometimes if you have a question or you need help with something, you might have the capability of being like, hey, I want to talk to you about this. And she might do some live coaching with you as well, which is incredible. So this is kind of what the platform looks like. There's meditation stuff on here that was kind of cool too, where you can listen to these little like meditations, morning, night, that kind of stuff. There's podcast links on here that you can listen through. There's a lot of stuff in here. And I will tell you, I've been paying her to train me for over a year, coach me for over a year and a half, and I have made my money back and so much more. The like $39 a month is a very, very, very reasonable price. So I would not recommend something that I did not think would be so incredibly good for you, by the way. I would tell you to buy literally. My husband is fully aware that if Brooke does something, I'm going to pay for it. And he's okay with it. My kids all totally know who she is too. Is that Brooke? Are you talking to Brooke? Hi, Brooke. They're her little fan club. It's adorable. Okay. That's kind of what I have for you guys today. Oh, real quick. I want to throw this out there and see everyone needs a coach. Yes, as I actually said that just the other day, even professional athletes have coaches. Everyone should have a coach. And she's kind of like that level of a coach. So I want to help you guys build your business, like all of the things, hit your goals. One of the things that is really beneficial, and this is something that Brooke does in her community that I have benefited so much from. Sorry, spider. Is work with me sessions. So what they are is she gets on these Zooms, and I've done it with a few of you guys, but it's like an hour of literally working with me, and I give like message ideas, like this is what we're going to work on now. This is the messages we're going to send out. These are the posts we're going to put up. I would love to host those. I have tried a few times and people don't show up. I am happy to host them if you guys want them. Would you guys want me to host these? That's my first question. It's a work with me for an hour. Ideally, it's going to be more than one person on the call too, by the way.
I think that would help me a lot by trying to figure out like what to say to people.
Yes. Joy's in. Okay. So one of the hard parts can be like figuring out schedules. My thought is I'll offer like 2 a week, evening and midday kind of thing. There's only so many evenings I want to give up. So how does that sound? Like I'll offer something. If you guys, and this, I'll put it in the group, the team chat too, and you guys can like vote on various different times and stuff. And I'm kind of thinking like, I'll pick a couple days a week with a morning and an evening option. If you guys want me to do this, I don't want to put my time out and not have it respected, not have anything in return. Is that the kind of, I don't think that you guys don't respect me, but that makes sense. Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll put a little something together for that. That's because you have so many kids. Maybe you just pass a couple along. It won't be. You guys, Tiana has 6 kids, right? 6? Is that right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm 6. Okay, good. I said something to Gil one time about how many. She's like, I don't even remember. I can't keep track. So. Okay, well, I've kept you for an hour. Thank you guys for getting on. I appreciate you being here. I'm glad I recorded like half of the call. That was good. You guys can remind me next time. I'll be better about it. Super love you guys. Anything before I let you all go? Yep.
Your
Okay.
braid looks really cute.
Oh, hey, thanks. This is I'm not even gonna take my hat off. This is I haven't washed my hair in a couple days and it's really gross. And I also went for a run and I haven't taken a shower yet. So this is what you get. You guys, I'm all about being real. Just be glad you can't smell me. I'm literally sweating. It's so hot in here.
Question.
Yeah.
So where we get paid, are you allowed to just build that money up in there, or do you have to transfer it over? Because I just want to.
You can do whatever you want. That's your money. That it will sit in that portal until you do something with it. It's in Paylution. It will sit there until you do something with it. You can do like whatever you want with it. You can order your products. You can pay for your products with them. There's a little bit of an asterisk. You can't attach your subscription to it. So if you want to use your money, your Paylution money, if you're on the website, it says like portal, like there's something portal. I don't now. I can't even remember exactly what it says, but you can, if you're placing a one-time order, you can use that money. If you want to use it for a subscription, you have to call customer service and they can do it. There's just nothing on the website in order to be able to do that.
Okay.
I will tell you what I do is I just transfer it every month when we get our monthly paycheck. I transfer it directly to my bank account. That's what I personally do.
Okay.
And that's what I've been doing for 6.5 years.
Okay.
Anything else? You're welcome, Tiana. I'll drop kick. I like the drop kick. It's like a loving drop kick, a little kick in the booty. All right, you guys. Thank you. Love you.